Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright guys, so how's it going today? So it's sunny out, freaking right. A little chilly and cool, but what are you gonna do? So, just doing some work to my cultivator here. So, but anyways, the point of this video is we're going to talk about somebody we haven't talked about and probably since last winter maybe? I don't know. But I don't remember the last time I talked about her, but that vegan teacher. We all love this person so damn much, but yeah, we can't. Everybody talks crap about her and yada yada yada. And I've been kind of trying to keep up to date with how she's doing. I don't really watch her videos. I more or less, I'll either watch them through somebody else that's making fun of her, or I'll more or less just read the title of the video, and that's kind of it. Because I don't really want to give her views. Of course, she's still acting like the same nut job she was back then too, but I think she's gotten a little bit worse since then. The things I mean, the things that come out of her fucking mouth are ridiculous. And they would get you shot if you were next to these other type of people. She has a habit of bringing black people, or people of color, however you want to, look at it. She brings them into her videos because they're not vegan or whatever the fuck it is. They like to murder their fucking chickens and eat them, right? Well, so what? I mean, at the end of the day, it's their body, so they can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care, I'm not the skinniest guy in the world either. I'm not skinny I'm not like my uncle. My uncle is skinny as a stinking toothpick. I'm not. I do have a gut. I wish I didn't, because a lot of times it gets in the way, especially when you're doing farming related crap. So I'm not that flexible. But she has to bring in the subject that that they're like animal killers and they're racist towards animals. I guess that was one of the things she said. Really? It was a black guy or a black girl, it doesn't really even fucking matter. And I seen somebody uploading on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, whatever the fuck it is, and you're sitting there saying that we're racist because we're eating chickens and whatever, right? It's like, I'm not really sure how the word racist fits into this subject, because you're not really being racist. You're just eating chicken. It's just, I mean, to me personally, I don't understand it. But she's a nut job, and everything she says there's no sense to it. There's nothing to back her up on her stories. It's just do what she says, or you are an animal abuser and an animal killer, and you're a racist and fucking whatever else. I've been mind blown by what she's been saying, and I've been going through other people's videos. Not so much her videos herself. The last time I actually physically watched one of her bullshit videos was back when she was attacking another YouTuber that I actually enjoy. She makes good videos. She knows how to make you laugh and whatever. Yes, it's a girl, but she's up there in Canada. So, but I enjoy her videos. And she's sitting there telling the world that this girl's bad. She's an animal abuser, whatever. I mean, it's so dumb. And this is what really pissed me off. And I know some of my regular viewers don't know this girl. That's fine, whatever. This girl that I watch on YouTube was abused sexually by another man quite a few years back. So she's kind of been scarred by this. Okay, so the girl made a video talking about the abuse that she went through. And yes, it is a sad story. It's sickening to know that there are fucking guys out here that are going to abuse women in such a way that these women now have trusting issues, can have trusting issues with men and other people. You know, but I don't know. But the fact that the vegan teacher brought that into one of her videos talking about how she was abused sexually was kind of going over the line. But I guess what she was kind of trying to say is that that's what we're doing to animals, is we are sexually abusing them. But there's still a difference between sexually abusing a person and sexually abusing an animal. Okay? There's a huge difference. And you really cannot bring a person's past into animals, because that's not what happened, you know. I just, to me anyway, her logic makes no sense. There's, like I've said, nothing, everything she says, there's nothing there to back her up on it. She's just like, do what I say or fuck you. I'm blown away by her attitude, the vegan teacher that is. I'm sitting here thinking that she thinks what she's doing is right, and what she's doing is okay, and what's right and what's wrong. Okay. Well, first of all, while there's many things I want to say, you're not going to change a person's mind from going from loving chickens and eating them to just eating vegetables or fruit, whatever. Okay. Well, think about this vegan teacher. Because you think about chickens and yada yada yada. You know, you're an animal lover. Okay, I get that. Think about that. What's the best word to you? What's the best thing to say here? Lettuce. Let's use lettuce as an example. Lettuce is alive when it's growing in the dirt and it's of full growth. What do you do with it? You harvest it. You take the balls of lettuce off of it, you stick it in your fridge, and you eat it later on. Same thing with carrots. Same thing with onions, tomatoes, potatoes, you name it. Everything that is alive, that grows in your garden, is alive. So I am sitting here saying that you are abusing fruits and vegetables, because that's what you're doing, vegan teacher. You want to sit there and say that we're bad for killing animals and yada yada yada. Okay, well, I'm saying that you're bad for eating vegetables and fruit. Okay? Now, what are you supposed to eat then? Well, you can't eat anything. I guess you starve to fucking death, because you can't eat the grass, because the grass is alive. Even though that's what my cows are doing right now. They're eating all the grass. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Now she's going to go psychopath. Uh-oh, we got cows on the ranch. Well, this is an active ranch, so we're not the biggest ranch in the world, but it's of enough size for me. That's another thing that she kind of pissed me off. It was what she said about that animals are contained in small confinements, even cattle. Well, I guess it just depends on what type of cattle ranch you've been to, because I can guarantee the ones that I've been to, they're roaming free. Now, yes, you do see, you're probably not even going to be able to see it on camera. There. That is, right there. That is a fence. You have to control animals to a certain degree. If we did not have a fence here, our cattle would be roaming all over town. Okay? But our cattle are still, they're allowed to roam free, as long as they stay within the boundary line of the fence. You know? And then even this field that I'm in right now, they were in here for, well, all of July-ish, maybe a little bit of June and July-ish. They were in here. So, but there is a electric fence going around this property. So, because we don't want cows roaming around in town. You know, that's kind of the point of it, is you have to control your animals. You just can't let them roam around. You know, and that's another thing too. The vegan teacher bitches that, well, we have all our animals locked up in cages and yada, 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 right? Well, what are you doing to your poor fucking dog, Bella? You got her locked up in a fucking house all goddamn day long, and you're feeding her vegan bullshit. You know? Sure, would your dog like to be outside or roaming around in the grass and, you know, and just having fun? Oh, well, of course, yeah, every animal does. But there's a limit. And you might have neighbors, like, I don't know if she lives in a house or she lives like in some kind of an apartment building, or I don't know. But I'm just going to go with the fact that maybe she's living in a house and she has neighbors. Maybe she don't. I don't know. I'm not getting that deep into her personal life because I personally don't give a fuck about her personal life. She sits there and, like, well, if you have a dog and you let your dog out to go to the bathroom, whatever else, you know, there might be some neighbors that may not want your dog on their property. Probably mainly for just taking a crap or pissing on their yard. Some people are like that. Some people want a very nice, clean yard. So, but, you know, you still have to, you gotta let the dog out, but you're not gonna just let the dog roam free. You know, one, it's your dog. You know, you probably most likely care about it very much, even though you are not showing that. And whatever else, right? But see, if you let your dog just roam free, like you expect us all to do with the rest of our animals, we would have animals running all over town. Okay, our cattle would be in town, your dog would be further in town, and if your dog doesn't have a name tag on it, they're just going to impound it, and who knows what's going to happen to it then, right? So what do you think that we're doing with our animals? Why do you think we have them in a confined area? Why do you think we have them fenced off? It's, for one, to protect them from the dangers of the outside world, and two, we can't have animals roaming around town. You know? I just don't think she thinks. Everything she thinks is, I don't know. You can't help this poor woman. It's just, she has just been so, like, the name alone, vegan teacher. When I think of that name, I think, okay, here's a teacher that knows the truth and that's willing to give people advice on how to become vegan and how to do it properly, and how to make certain recipes be vegan. You know, she's not doing any of that crap. I have never seen her do a cooking video on how to make a vegan soup, let's say, or how to make a vegan sandwich. All she does is sit there, talk crap about other YouTubers, like the other big YouTubers, and she's talking about racism, and killing of animals. Like, that's not really what a vegan does. A vegan is supposed to just eat the shit and shut the hell up. But you know what? There's many different kinds of vegan people. There are vegan that just do it. They eat vegan stuff, and they mind their own fucking business. But then you have this psychopath that thinks that by her having all this type of power that she supposedly has, she thinks that she can change the world one person at a time. Listen, by the time you change every fucking buddy in this planet to switch them over to vegan, you will be 1,000 years old. You'll probably be even older than that. You're going to be beyond dead, okay? And you're what, probably like 60, 70 years old? I don't know how fucking old she is. Maybe 60 or 50. I don't know. She's old. And the way she acts on her videos is mind-blowing for somebody that should have the knowledge in their brain cells, in their brain, to do this stuff at a professional level. Okay? She don't act professional. She sits there and literally uses the words like rape, murder, sexual assault, all those things that are very sensitive words. But I get it too that, people have been affected by this, and now those words are sensitive to those people. Now look at people like the vegan teacher. They're taking advantage of these words and saying that we're doing all these things to animals that people do to people, when it's not the case. I didn't know that I was going. I'm taking one of my cows. I'm taking her in the back of the barn, and I'm slipping my my stick into her. It's like, really. Everything. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anything to say positive about this person, because she just does not. Like, I understand that you don't want people eating animals. I understand it from your point of view. But you have to accept the fact that there are going to be people in that world. You're not going to be able to change everybody. And the way that she's going about it is totally wrong. You're not sitting there saying why you should just do this and do that. You're just fucking saying, words that are sensitive to people. Like, it just, I don't know. That's what my brain is saying right now. That beeping that you're hearing outside, well, they're working on the bridge over here. That's what's going on in my brain right now, because I just cannot think of anything in a positive light. I just don't have anything good to say about this person. And I've made a video about this in the past, and it's just, yeah. There is no helping these type of people. You want to be vegan? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. It's not against the law to do it. But the way she's going about it is inappropriate, and it's not right, and it's stupid. If you want to be a vegan teacher, then show us how to make vegan meals. That's what I first think about when I see her name, vegan teacher. Okay, she's going to show me how to make vina, or whatever the fucking word was. Food without meat in it. Vegan food. That's the word I was thinking of. She's not doing any of that. She's just acting like a wild fucking monkey. And then in some of her videos, I forget what video it was exactly, she was throwing the N-word around. Like, if you guys know the N-word, okay, well, that's for black people or people of color. That's their word. That's how they talk to each other. It's like a code name or a code word, whatever. I don't know, but that's their word. The vegan teacher is literally saying that we should take that word and make it our own and use it in a different light. But then when she spelt it out, the N word, and then you take the letters that make up the N word, then you can make other words with it. But then see, what she was doing is that the letters that were in the N word, she would highlight that in green. So you knew right then and there, she just spelt the N word. And boy, did she ever get it. Boy, did she ever get it handed to her on that one. But she's so stupid. I don't know what the fuck she thinks. And then I remember another YouTuber talking about her, and they were showing a video clip about her. I think she had her hair like in ponytails, so she was acting like she had hair like, you know, like those 5-year-old girls do. They have it in a ponytail on each side. Well, she had that, and then she was screaming bloody murder into the camera, only because people would not follow her advice. They would not go into being a fucking vegan. So, acting like a monkey is going to help? It's going to help you get views. That's for fucking damn sure. That got my attention real quick. It's like when you act like a 2-year-old. But then I guess you are a 2-year-old. Because she's not acting in a... I mean, as like a... What is she, 50, 60 years old? I don't know. She's not acting her age. I'm 32 years old. My birthday just came and gone. I've been acting like a fucking adult when, well, pretty much my whole entire life. You know, yeah, I did kid things. Like I went out and played video games. I went out hung out with friends, yada, yada, yada. I did the normal stuff. But as you got older, you know, I wanted to get more involved with the ranching side of stuff. Raising cattle, cutting hay, baling hay, fixing fence, doing all that. I got into it, you know, because the guy that used to help farm our land, he was doing it all by himself, and then I kind of helped him a little bit, and then before you knew it, I was spending 8 hours a day with this guy. And here we are today. Here I am fixing up an old cultivator that he used to use. But he's dead now, so it belongs to his son, and his son wants nothing to do with it. He told me that I could use it, so fuck it, I'm going to use it. So, but I don't know. I don't know how to even process anything she does anymore on YouTube. It's just ridiculous. But I mean, the way she acts, you know, like a 2-year-old, you're screaming bloody murder at the camera. You're crying because whatever fucking won't switch over to being a vegan. Okay, so what? You know, and it's kind of funny how she only attacks like the big YouTubers, like that girl I was talking about. She originally started on TikTok, making TikTok videos. That made her grow really good, and then she made a YouTube channel. Her channel's only been out for like 3 years, maybe 4 years. She's got like 10 million subscribers. Like, holy shit. Because she's famous on TikTok, so I'm not on TikTok. I don't want nothing to do with that fucking stupid website. YouTube and Facebook is more than enough to handle. I don't even want to be on fucking Facebook anymore. So, but, I mean, I don't know. It's just stupid. It's ridiculous that you have people like her that think they know it all. They think that they can do this and do that and do that and do this and do that and do that and whatever the fuck else. You know, it's like, when will you act your age? When will you finally get it through your stupid little brain that, you know, the way you're going about it is not going to get you anywhere? But see, the thing is, she has this narrowed down now. She knows that saying inappropriate things, racist things, acting like a 2-year-old, calling out other big giant YouTubers, she knows that all this is going to get her views. So, in other words, fuck, gotta be in here. Don't be going down there now. Hey, no. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. So, she has this... Oh, you fucking kidding me? Get out of here. You're not coming home with me. Fuck you. Oh, maybe I should kill that bee on behalf of Vegan Teacher. Oh, will she ever get pissed off then? Oh, don't steal their honey. No, but I can sure as hell steal their life. Because they keep freaking bogging the piss out of me. Like, I'm trying to just get work done here, man. So, But like I was saying about the vegan teacher, is that she has this narrowed down now. She knows that acting like a monkey, saying inappropriate things, and whatever else will get her views. And she knows that at least 99% of her channel viewers hate her. Okay? There might be a few little sprinkles of people in there that actually are on her side, but you know that they're messed up in the head too. So, but she's milking this for all that she can get, you know. So she knows what to do now to get people's attention, acting like a monkey. She's not even spreading any type of awareness, or, you know, or she's just not doing anything right. Is what I'm saying. It's all this negativity and oh, this guy won't do this. Oh, I got called up by this guy, yada, 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 yada. Well, I wish that the vegan teacher would watch my video, because you know why? I mean, I have a small channel, so she's not going to pay any attention to me, because she knows that she's not going to get anything out of me, besides just more stupid videos from me. But the fact is that she only goes after the big time YouTubers. So people that, well, that do anything on YouTube, that makes them big, you know. Like that girl I was talking about up in Canada. She's a big time YouTuber, but that's only because of her TikTok, you know. And now she makes videos on YouTube. She goes back and forth, but the thing is that she has like 10 million subscribers, whereas I think like the vegan teacher may only have like 100,000, maybe a little bit more than that. I don't know. But it's all hate, of course. But the only reason why I want the vegan teacher to watch my video is because she needs to hear it from a real rancher's side of things. Okay? Now, I'm not the biggest rancher in the world, so yeah, I am going to miss certain things, but it's the fact that a lot of the things that she's been talking about, how ranchers raise their cattle, is horseshit. Our cattle are basically really about as organic as you can get. We don't put steroids into them. We don't fatten them up to make them heavier at the last minute of shipping. You know, we let our cows just do their thing. We make sure that they are healthy, yes. So we give them certain things like those little lick blocks that they can lick on. That's to control foot rot, and I think one or two other diseases that they can catch. We're trying to figure out a best way for fly control, but unfortunately, to get the proper kind of fly control, we got to spend big money for this. So, but that's another thing that we're going to adapt is fly control, better fly control. You know, so, but not all ranchers do that stuff. You know, it's ridiculous, and she's saying that we're all bad people. Well, we're not. You know. And then another thing, and I have to get this out, she doesn't want any of us killing any animals. Okay? None. Okay? Okay. Well, think about it this way. If we just let the cattle do their thing, okay? Well, let's say if we don't ban the bulls, okay, which means put a rubber band on their nutsacks. We do that for one reason and one reason only, is so they don't inbreed with their own parents and their own sisters. Okay? So, but once you do that, they're not really much good for anything besides meat. So that's why the bulls get shipped off, is because they get turned into meat. But she makes it sound like that the second that a calf is out of the mom, the calf is immediately murdered, Yeah, the calf is immediately murdered, and we harvest it for everything. Listen, when a calf is first born, there's nothing to a calf. There is no meat on these calves. You are fucking watching, what the hell was it? South Park, I think it was, where they had baby calves chained up in a building, and they were immediately being thrown into a processor and being processed. That's fake. That's bullshit. That's not how it works. The only time that we're probably ever going to put a calf down is because maybe there's something wrong with it. You know, like maybe it broke a leg and we can't fix it, or who knows, maybe it got attacked by some coyotes or something, right? There is going to be a certain point to, yes, we are going to have to put calves down, but it's a waste of money. That's what it is. But you got to do what you got to do. But we don't sell bulls until at least 1 year of age. So they have to be on this ranch for at least 1 year. And I have a calf that was born back in July. He won't be leaving until around July time, because then he will be exactly 1 year old. As of right now, he ain't going to make me any money, you know. So it's just stupid, because that's not how it works. I'm so irritated by people saying that, oh, this is what they do. Totally wrong. You know. It's beyond me that these type of people exist. But you know what? This would not be a peaceful world then. Well, if I think about it, it would be a peaceful world if we didn't have nut jobs like her in this world. But unfortunately, since the world is not fair, we have to deal with the idiots. You know. And the main one is the government. So, but what are you going to do? So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's just ridiculous that all she does is sit there and bitch and complain, saying that we're bad people. And in her that one video, she said that all men are creepy. Yeah, okay, nobody's being creepy towards you. So I don't know where you're getting that from, because you're the last thing anybody would want to creep around. Okay? It's disgusting. It's stupid. Nobody's going to creep you. Nobody's going to be stalking your house. You know? It's just ridiculous. If I had to choose between her or being single for the rest of my life, I'm just going to be alone then. Fuck it. Because she's the last person I'm ever going to want to hang out with. Fuck that. She would cause me to jump off a 20,000 story building. And I just splat right all over the concrete. You know? Because nobody's going to want to listen to her yakking about how fucking horrible we are and how we're cruel to animals. What do you think people ate when the first man was put on the planet? Really? Yeah, we ate fish, which is a healthy, kind of a somewhat healthier way. But we also figured out too that, hey, we can eat cattle, we can eat deer, we can eat all these other types of animals, you know. So, and that's another thing I wanted to get into that I kind of lost track about, is if we did not kill a single animal on this planet, even just for 5 years, there would be way more animals on this planet than us. And then we would be overrun with animals. The diseases would spread madly, you know, because there's nobody there to control it. You know, you control animals for a certain reason too, to help control diseases. You know, so I mean, I don't think she thinks about it. We're not just controlling them to eat them, but we're controlling them to help control diseases. You know, that so they don't spread from one animal to the next. you know. And just like the other couple of years ago, I think it was, there was a deer down in our woods. You could tell that the thing was just beyond sick. So there was no saving her. So what was I supposed to do with her? Now, unfortunately, in my case, there was nothing I can do because I did not have a rifle. So, but I can guarantee you that if I had a rifle, I would have just shot the deer. Because the deer is in more misery now than it will be after it takes the bullet to the head. All that the damn deer is going to feel for like that is a little pinch in the head. And that's it. It's never even going to know that it was killed. If anything, that deer is probably going to come hug me when it decides to walk around as a fucking ghost or a spirit or whatever you want to call it. It's going to walk around and it's going to hug me. Like, oh, thank God you put me out of my fucking misery. I was in so much misery. I'm standing in 3 feet of water and it looks ridiculous, and I'm skinny as a stick, and, you know, just my head's drooping all the time, and yeah, I'm slow to move. That deer had something, some kind of a disease or something. But fortunately, I did not have a rifle, so I had to unfortunately just let Mother Nature take its course. You know, not Mother Nature will take its course, of course, but you know, anybody that's human will feel sorry, will feel bad for the animal, and you will do whatever it takes to put the animal out of its misery. There was no saving this deer. You know, now if it just had a broken leg, maybe there's a good chance you could have fixed it, you know, and saved it, and the deer would have been just fine. Around here, that's not really a thing. We don't really have any type of wild animal control things. In some parts of the world we do, but in this part here we don't. So, unfortunately, if a deer gets injured, you're better off just killing it and then just harvesting it for its meat if it's usable, and then you move on. So, but yeah. So that's what's going on. It's kind of a longer video than I would like to make, but it's just the fact that listening to her talk is driving me up the wall. You know, she makes no sense. So, I mean, here are some of my cows. Well, some of them are my uncle's, but yeah, they're in so much pain. They're in so much misery right now. Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm an animal abuser. Fuck me. Call the police. Well, guess what? I think your name is Katie Karen, the vegan teacher. Like that one guy said on YouTube, fuck you to the moon. Fuck you to the moon. Because my animals are not being abused. They are happy. They get to roam free. Obviously what's inside the fence, but there's lots of ground here that they can play with. And they're not in pens, you know. They're not in like a little 2x2 area, you know. They got quite a bit of ground here to play with, so it's but I guess maybe that's considered confinement too, I guess, because it's a fenced in area. Well, fuck, that's quite a bit of area to be fenced in, and they're definitely in a lot of pain and misery right now. Huh? Fuck me. These cows have not been any happier. And then when they come out here, they're like little kids. They like this field for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with this field, but they like it. So I talked to the guy that owns it, and he said, sure, have at it. So we've been letting, this is like our 3rd year now, I think, letting them out here. Right where we're sitting right now, supposedly is our land, from what the maps say, but then further south, it's his. But he said that we asked him if we could have the whole thing, and he said, sure, have at it. So this is our 3rd year putting our cattle on here, and every time they come out here, they love it. But there's nothing out here for them to eat anymore, so we just keep them close to home now and feed them round bales. So that's what they'll be eating. I mean, they're still trying to find some grass, obviously. There's a little bit here and there will still grow, but It's not going to be like it once was. So, but it's fall time. So there's nothing here for them to eat anymore. So they'll have to start relying on round bales until we feel like branching out somewhere else. So, but yeah. But yeah, that's just my take on it. She's being a psychopath again. But what are you gonna do? So, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? So, if I can put a towel in there or something. But yeah. So that's what's going on, guys. Just wanted to discuss that about the vegan teacher again. I know it's been a little while. I don't know when exactly the last time I talked about her, but I'm sure it's been close to a year now. But she's gotten worse. She's gotten worse, boys. Oh, come on. I need a paper towel. Come here. Thank you. So, yeah, what are you going to do, though, right? When you got a psychopath like her running around. So, but yeah. So anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. Yeah, that's not going to work. Too much paper towel, I guess. But yeah, I got to go and I got to get to work. So, out of like the vegan teacher, I actually have shit to do. She, get in there. Get in there and stay in there. She likes to sit on YouTube all day, make videos, and bitch and complain. So, vegan teacher, take some advice. Get a fucking life. Like, I understand that maybe you don't want to maybe get a job anymore. Well, you don't need to get a job because now you got the YouTube thing. But just get off of YouTube. You need to get off for a while. You are just too. You're just too dependent on it now. You're not independent. You know, like you're not. You're just not doing your own thing. You're like sitting there bitching and complaining. It's stupid. So. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. I don't want to talk about her anymore until the next big gossip thing comes around. But she's gotten worse. I don't think she's gotten any better. So I know some people were telling her to go and get an OnlyFans, which I find hilarious. And if you don't know what an OnlyFans is, basically it's a website where you can make an account and you can post pictures of yourself in the nude, and you can have people pay whatever a month to look at you nude. So a lot of people were telling the vegan teacher to go do that because that'd probably make her more money than sitting on YouTube complaining all the time. But I don't think I want to see her saggy granny tits, so I think I'm going to pass on that one. I got better things to do and while I'm not into old women, I'm not into that type of stuff. If I was into the adult stuff, it ain't going to be the old granny stuff. I can guarantee fucking tell you that. So don't pull the wire with me. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. So yeah. Just wanted to make a little video for you guys. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess I have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.